Hey, Bay Area, this is your friendly reminder that San Francisco's most incredible national park site might be hiding in plain sight. I'm talking about the Presidio and its 1,500 acres of trails, forests, and beaches. Whether you're soaking up unbeatable views of the Golden Gate Bridge at the brand new Outpost Meadow picnic area, or bringing friends together for bowling at Presidio Bowl, the Presidio's got something for everyone. It's one park with endless possibilities, so what are you waiting for? Plan your visit at presidio.gov.
Hey friends, I'm Jonathan Smith, and this is Jump In with Jonathan, the podcast that makes you think, smile, and take action. Are you ready to jump in this show with me? Let's go. Hello friends, welcome back to the podcast. Today we're diving into a topic that is impossible to ignore: artificial intelligence and the workplace. We also know artificial intelligence as AI. We know that people today see AI as the future of opportunity. Others see it as the beginning at the end for jobs as we know them. So, what's really happening? How is AI changing the workplace? What does it mean for mine and your future? Well, let's talk about why this matters. Think about this: AI isn't some sci fi concept anymore. It is here. It writes emails, it scans resumes, it's powering customer service chats, it's creating art, it's analyzing medical scans, and yes, it even drives cars. When I was in San Francisco, California a couple weeks ago doing a podcast there, I seen a company called Waymo, and they have self-driving cars that would drive you around the city. How is it doing that? It's using artificial intelligence to do that. And that's what made me want to do this particular podcast talking about artificial intelligence. We have had it for many years now using things like Siri, and other devices such as Amazon has theirs. And then we know that now we have Chat GPT out there, which we see a lot of. And now when we see videos on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, we see all these videos in all these different places. We have to look and see if they're actually real or if it's something that AI has created. And if you have ever asked Chat GPT, Siri, Amazon, or had Netflix recommend a show, you have already interacted with AI. And companies are investing billions of dollars into it. This isn't optional anymore. It's shaping industries in real time. So let's break it down. What jobs are being transformed? What new opportunities are emerging? And what are the human roles like in an AI driven workplace? Well, one reason that we're seeing a high increase of AI being used in the workplace is because AI never calls out sick. AI never lays out of work. AI is always there. AI can work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and is never tired. Doesn't cost insurance and doesn't cost as much money. So when we think about this, AI is reshaping the workplace in major ways, such as automation of routine tasks. Think of repetitive work like data entry, scheduling, and then you got simple customer questions. AI can handle it faster, cheaper, and more accurately, and that frees humans up, but it also replaces them in certain roles. Also, we're seeing AI being used in decision making power. Businesses are using AI to sort resumes, predict customer behavior, or recommend strategies. AI doesn't just assist in many cases, it is the final decision in a lot of cases that we're starting to see. Creative work support. This is the fascinating part. AI is helping with creativity. Marketing teams use it to brainstorm campaigns. Writers use it to outline content. Designers use it to make mock-ups in seconds. It's not replacing creativity, but it's changing the process and how we use creativity. I know personally, I have something in the works now that I just use Chat GPT to create the artwork for, and it has been wonderful to use and very simple to use. Then we see it in personalized workflows. We see that AI or artificial intelligence can tailor training programs for employees, recommend learning paths, even suggest when you should take a break. It's like having a digital coach at your desk. One of the things that I have started seeing AI used for in my personal level is a lot of my YouTube thumbnails are now created using AI. Some of my content went before I record. If I need a quick reference of something, I will type it in AI and say, "Hey, give me a reference for this, or give me an illustration for this." Something quick, something so that I can be more relatable to my listeners. I'm currently trying to grow our YouTube channel to 10,000 followers or more. And actually, AI laid out a 30-day plan on how we can do that, and I'll be implementing that plan very soon. So it is very fascinating how artificial intelligence is reshaping our industry, even here in doing podcasts. You guys know I make 2 to 3 podcasts a week. I try to anyway, on top of my full-time job and all of these things. And how are we able to do that efficiently, effectively? How are you able to write all your podcast descriptions and all of that? And it's with at times the help of AI just to speed up the process. I wouldn't recommend it for sermon usage just yet fully, because it does not understand all of our doctrine. It does not understand um, all of the facets of religion just yet. It is getting there. How is AI learning all of this? It's learning this from you and I putting information into it, and it's training AI to take our spots as humans. I personally love AI. I love to see how AI works. I know that there's some strong opposition to AI. I actually sat down with a coach several months ago and was talking to him about different things. And I mentioned AI and I said, "Hey, I asked AI this." And he's like, "Oh, don't use AI. I don't like AI. AI is not something." And I said, "Eventually, we're going to have to come around to it." So we're seeing here how AI is reshaping our workplaces. Now, I want us to look at the human cost and opportunity. Number one, I see job loss. Some roles are disappearing. For example, customer service centers are replacing agents with chatbots. Chatbots that can handle, notice this, 80% of the questions that are being asked. New jobs at the same time, we're seeing roles like AI trainer, prompt engineer, and other AI jobs emerge, jobs that didn't exist a few years ago. Also, we're seeing reskilling. The World Economic Forum estimates that by 2025, 50% of all employees will need reskilling to keep up with AI driven change. So it's not about what AI can do, it's whether workers and companies can adapt to AI fast enough. So AI is going to outwork us in many different ways. And we're going to have to change the pace of work that you and I do because AI can do it much quicker. So when I look at I want to give you 2 real examples of how AI can help and how AI can hurt. Company a manufacturing company, automated 40% of its logistics using AI. They cut jobs, but they also retrained hundreds of workers to oversee and to maintain the AI systems. Those workers now make more money and work fewer night shifts. So that is a great thing for AI. Company B was a retail chain that leaned heavily into automation without reskilling hundreds of jobs, or without reskilling, sorry, hundreds of jobs disappeared, morale tanked, and turnover skyrocketed. In the end, the company saved money short term, but experienced or lost experienced employees long term. 2 different outcomes. The company difference wasn't AI. It was how leadership chose to use it. And this is going to be the same way with AI, whether you use it at home, whether you use it at church, whether you use it at the business. However we use it, it's going to be up how do you and I use it, whether it's going to be successful for us or it's going to be hurtful for us. So, what does this mean for you? How do we navigate this shift? Adaptability, number one, is king. The most valuable skill in AI world isn't coding, it's adaptability. Those who can learn, pivot, and embrace new tools will thrive. We're going to have to get out of the mindset, well, we've always done it this way. This is the way daddy done it. This is the way mama done it. You have to get rid of that mindset. And we're going to have to say, okay, this is the way that it has to be done now in order for us to be profitable, in order for us to succeed, for us to grow as a company, as a business, as a church, as however. Also, double down on human skills, creativity, emotional intelligence, leadership, critical thinking. AI cannot replicate these at a human level. They are becoming more valuable, not less. So when we think about this, we still need the creativity, we still need the emotional support or intelligence, we still need leadership, and we still need critical thinking in our businesses. AI cannot do that for us. You and I cannot rely on AI to be our best friend. A few weeks ago, I read an article about a young man that committed suicide, and when they looked at his phone, he was having deep conversations with AI and was telling AI how he felt and was telling AI all of these different emotions that he was going through, and AI could not help him. Why is that? Because even though AI can interact, it cannot replace human interaction. So be careful with that. We should use AI as a partner and not a threat. Instead of asking, will AI take my job? Ask yourself, how can AI help me do my job better? The winners in this new era will be those who collaborate with AI, not compete against it. You cannot compete against a computer. We have to go back to we have to go back to the late 80s, early 90s when computers first started coming out. Everybody was like, oh no, the computer's going to take my job. The computer's going to do this. The computer's going to do that. And yes, the computer has taken a lot of jobs. And yes, the computer has replaced jobs. But on the flip side of that coin, the computer has helped us do our jobs better. And this will be the same way with artificial intelligence. It may take some of our jobs on the front end, but as long as we use it properly, it will help excel our companies on the back end. What is the takeaway here? AI is not the end of work. It is the evolution of works. Some jobs will disappear, as I just stated, but history shows that every wave of technology, from the steam engine to the internet, has created new industries we couldn't imagine at the time. So the real question isn't, will AI replace me, but how will I adapt and use AI wisely? If we do these things, we might find ourselves in a future where work is more creative, more human, and maybe more fulfilling at the end of the day. So don't be afraid to use AI. Do not be scared of AI, but instead embrace AI. That's it for today's episode. What do you think? Are you excited or worried about AI in the workplace? Drop me a comment or message. I'd love to hear your perspective. I'd like to have maybe a whole podcast on how my listeners have reacted to AI and what they think about AI. And hey, if you found this conversation helpful, share it with a friend, a coworker who's wondering about the future of their workplace. Until next time, stay curious, stay adaptable, and remember, the future isn't just coming, it is already here. Until we jump in again, have a blessed day. Thank you for listening to today's episode on Jump In with Jonathan, and keep in mind that life is better when you jump in. Have a blessed day.